In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Welcome to Chaotic Amateurs, the internet's #1 D&D 5e play podcast. I'm your host and DM, Alex. With me, I have...
Dash's Thrakus.
Bentley Michaels is Reverie Nightmare.
Rhett as Arthur.
Caleb as Scory Telbrun.
Milo is Bowl.
And last we left our adventurers, they had just faced off against a small horde of Warforged, having some sort of spectral apparition power them. Let the adventure begin. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. So, you guys left that encounter in the kind of dead, dying, swampy marsh with the Warforged. You headed along your path towards the west, even further, and are going towards the Tower of Chaos.
We fought somebody last time?
Yeah, some more
Yeah,
forged.
the hyena carcass
Hyena
and
spirit.
all that.
Oh, right.
You took the circlet off their head.
And then
Yeah.
you guys drew those symbols on me. I had a little, which
That's
basically imbues the individual with like a spell where they can basically like detect other...
I'm behind because I listened to this week's episode, so my brain is still there.
If you need any
Gotcha.
refreshers on female hyena anatomy, just let me know.
Nope.
No one
Right.
does. No one ever does.
It was
No.
none of you guys knew
Everyone
that.
wrote that down, and that's all in their notes now, right next to
Yeah.
all the very
Yeah.
pertinent information about the campaign.
We
It's also
also,
common. It's also common knowledge in the American education system. Everyone grows up knowing hyena knowledge. So
Hyena.
Yeah.
even though they're not native to...
You watched The
Yeah.
Lion King in the 7th grade.
it's important
Yeah.
to know.
That's why all the hyenas were females, because they're the more aggressive ones.
Okay.
That's why Whoopi Goldberg was one of the hyenas.
Okay,
Okay.
right.
All right. So we're going to the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you guys camp down for the night. You get back up in the morning. Crag takes the reins. Gallendale keeps watch. You guys are doing your kind of prepared things. You do your rituals in the morning. You're making sure that you keep safe and unseen during parts of your journey. You try and keep like where there's more open spaces. You try and disguise yourselves a bit more with Pass Without a Trace. You guys are doing, you're making good time, and you are keeping a light footprint, which has been helpful.
Still doing guidance like every 15 minutes or so on Crag, and
Yep.
hanging out with him up on top.
The animals are tended to well because of that.
I also kind of want to talk to him a little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't had any conversations
he's
with
just
him.
sitting up there. He's just driving the things, watching the scenery. He's just kind of interested and invested in this new area.
Well, so Craig, how do you know Thrakus? Is this a new relationship, or did you fight together in the war? Or?
Oh no, I guess he never told you how we met. I've been hunting the woods around the chateau for a number of years. Wolf there found me out hunting and offered me at least something like a position to help out.
It was serendipity.
Serendipity.
Kind of under my breath. Well, he's kind of an unusual fellow. I don't know if you noticed.
Are you talking to me or him?
That was a
Don't-
big word for wolf.
Talking to you, Mr. Craig.
Oh yes. I'm an unusual fellow.
He is Mr.
Mr. Wolf
Wolf.
is unusual.
Yeah, he's got some things that I don't fully understand. His willingness to so quickly go to anger and break things, is that something you share in common?
Oh no, but I've seen the kind of rage that can overtake someone.
Finger, yeah.
It's something that I had a cousin that could tap into that. Really, you could tear down a tree in a matter of minutes with just his muscles. It's something of a sight to see.
Can I hear what they're saying? Or do I
Yeah,
need to
the
roll?
cart's not very big. Most
Oh.
conversations that anyone has around the cart are heard by everyone.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just remain silent for the time being.
As far as your abilities, you seem to have a connection with animals and things. Is there anything else that could be helpful to the group that you do?
Oh, I've just been trying to keep an eye out and keep these horses calm. They are unfamiliar with this territory, so they get a little skittish, but you gotta talk to them the right way, and, well, they'll get along just fine.
And he kind of looks around just the wide open desert and dust and rocks and just kind of says,
There's something about this that just doesn't sit right with me. I like you said, I tend towards the plants and the animals, and you just don't see much of that out here.
Yeah, it's definitely called the Wastes for a reason, we can see clearly. Well, I appreciate the talk. You seem like a good man, good shoulders and good heads and whatnot.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. Trying my best.
Go ahead and give him guidance again, just like in the regular
Shoulders.
way I have been guidance. And,
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of just tell him a little bit about myself and where I'm from and stuff like that. Just basic overview of me.
he's
To kind of bond with him a little bit.
Yeah, he's interested, but a lot of it kind of goes over his head as far as other places beyond Usama. He's kind of a local guy. He got to where he is now by being very familiar with the territory he was in. So you see him just a little amazed by a lot of things out here. But as you guys are headed westward, who wants to give me a D100 roll?
Me.
Go ahead, Bentley.
And I just want to make it clear that I did a rune pull this morning for Riff, and it's actually a rune of joy. So it's a positive reading. And so Riff has 1 luck point for the day.
Cool. Add it to my other 4 luck points I already have.
Wait, what? I take it back.
36.
36. It's just what we were looking for.
Perfect.
I'm not sure what it is.
Riff stands on top of the carriage with her hands on her hips, chucks around her neck. Yeah, just keeping the party safe.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me pull this up. Ball, you're kind of keeping a watch up top if you're guiding Crag there. Would that be safe to say?
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I mean, I'm also doing that.
I know. Yeah.
That's going to be a whole 8.
A whole 8.
Yeah. Mr. Ball.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are traveling along for a bit. It's not quite in the middle of the day yet, where you get on this kind of open section going forward, and this is the first time along the horizon in the distance you see something that might be a large tower.
Ooh.
It's way out there. It's kind of misty just beyond the hills that go down to it, but this is the largest structure you've seen since the outpost, but it's a ways off. Probably
Doing
about
that desert thing like on the horizon where it kind of...
Yeah, you definitely got some of that kind of going towards it. This like wide open flat area leading up to it, and then a series of hills that go down towards it.
Does it feel as though we're getting nearer the coast?
Yes.
Somebody give me a survival check if you want to know that.
All right, I will.
And actually, I would say, Scory, you looking at the stars the other day, you would know pretty close to where you are. You're about dead center of the continent from coast to coast.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
So off to the west is going to be kind of this channel that goes between the next continent over, and then off to the east is the large ocean that if you sail off there, you end up falling off the side of the world.
So this is a flat haven.
Yeah, it's a very flat haven. This portion of it, at least. And then you do know that to the south is something called the trench, and there may be water depending on where you're at down there, but you're not sure how far away that would be from here. But as you're traveling along this kind of flat space, and Riff, this is one of the like 1 hour chunks where you, or 10-minute chunks, I forget which it is, are casting Pass Without a Trace. And you guys are looking along the horizon, and you kind of come past a hill, and you notice that there's probably 2 carriages that are just kind of stopped, and there's a few people outside of them investigating something, and it's probably about 500 feet away. It's a ways out there, and you're kind of safe where you're sitting, taking the slow pace that you are, but there's 2 carriages and then people about 500 feet away.
Does it look like
do?
Does it look like the group that we encountered right after we left?
Oh, the ones that Zephyrus was trying to bully?
Yeah, we were
looking at it from this far away. It appears to be Usama wagons.
Okay.
They've got markings that aren't, they're not from the military, but not merchant markings. From this far away, it's hard to tell, but they have markings on it that would be from Usama itself.
Okay.
Seems like good people to check in with.
Yeah, I'm wondering what they're huddling around for. Maybe we should proceed with caution?
Or maybe they're just hanging out.
I mean, we are out in the middle of nowhere and got attacked by Warforged, so maybe they're just circling the wagons like you would.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea to just see if they're okay.
We approach with caution.
Maybe
Good
one of them
trepidation.
got smashed by a floating boulder.
Possibly. So yeah, you guys kind of skirt your way along this small hill that they're up against. Sorry. As you get probably about 100 feet away, you notice one of them kind of breaks from the group and starts to approach as the others go toward their carts. Kind of meet you about halfway and is like, "Howdy there, folks. How are we doing today?"
Hello there, Porphyrian Night Meadow, Shadow Monk of the Age from the Monastery of the Silver Song. What's going
Very
on
good
here,
to meet
pal?
you. Yes, we are out here surveying the land for Usama. Seems like we have opened ourselves up a whole swath of fine land, fine, dusty, craggy, terrible land.
Yeah, it's pretty boring out here, huh, bud?
Yeah. What brings you lot out here?
Oh, just out here kicking butt, taking names, going to see a tower of what's it called? The tower, Tower of Chaos. Yeah, we're going there.
Oh.
And then we're gonna kick butt
So
there.
you're the crew that they got to investigate the tower.
Yeah, we're the Wolf Balls. What's up?
The wolf balls.
Yeah.
Formidable,
Wolf balls.
I'm sure. Kind of gives you all a look, making sure he's just noticing everybody. So,
I flourish my chucks and show off and then put them back behind.
Nice. They've sent, probably 4 dozen soldiers there.
Uh-huh.
None of them have come back.
Yeah, but they
At
didn't
least
have...
that's what we've heard.
Yeah, but they didn't have like Scory and Mr. Zephyrus and Mr. Ball and Wolf.
No. Yeah, all they had was armor and weapons and magic and training of the Usama military.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did they have like a chain with like a shoulder joint on it that's like a whip made from a warforge. Probably. Did they have chucks?
Have you seen this weapon? Look at this.
No,
And
don't.
I swing it above my head.
Don't look at
It's
it.
pretty awesome.
No.
That's Mr. Wolf. He'll kick butt.
I
So,
see. I see. Yeah, you seem all very formidable. I hope the wastes isn't your last endeavor. And,
no way, man.
You know, if needed, if perhaps you are feeling like this place is a bit too boring, a bit too under your pedigree, your station, we can always take off any contracts you might have with the Uzuma Kingdom and make sure that we fulfill them. So that you could go out and do
I'm
whatever
gonna-
it is that you're hoping to accomplish.
I'm gonna insight these guys, see if they're legit part of
Yeah, give me an
Usama
insight
or if
check.
they're just
And Riff is just gonna be like, nah, we're pretty awesome. We've never really failed except for when Mr. Zephyrus was sucked into another realm and then we had to go get him. But other than that, like, we pretty much kicked everyone's butt, dude.
7.
7. He seems like he's from Usama, definitely. But hard to read beyond that. He just seems to be, having a conversation.
While he's inciting, I would ask the gentleman. I'm sorry, I don't think we got your name.
Ah, yes. I am Casanor.
Casanor. That's an interesting name. Do you have contracts out here?
We have a number, actually. We've got about 4 contracts we have collected, and we are completing them as we can. It's a bit difficult out here. There's all kinds of dangers. But we are well equipped for it. And like I said, if you're in need of unloading such a contract...
Yeah, you're a confident person. I don't know if I like that.
Well, we just noticed that you were all kind of circling your wagons over here, so to speak, and we're just making sure
we had
you
a
were
bit of an
okay out here.
accident. It's fine now. We're cleaning everything up, but...
Could we be of any assistance?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think we'll take care of things.
Can I do an insight check, please? 1.
Yeah.
1.
Hey.
Yeah.
yeah.
You think that you met this guy at the outpost. He was probably one of the guys getting contracts. Definitely.
Casanor, might I have your ear for a moment? See, we have a contract that's going to take us by way of the Tower of Chaos. Now, if you had a contract that might take you in a similar direction or location, perhaps we could help one another out. We help you with your contract, you help us with ours, vice versa. I mean, if 4 dozen mighty soldiers of Usama didn't stand a chance at the Towers of Chaos, how might little old me and my band of traveling adventures stand?
That's what I'm saying. It's dangerous. You have a child with you. This one has a mask of some octopus. That one isn't even wearing much of anything.
He's
That
dressed
one
as
there
Sailor Moon.
is, as far as I
Because I
know, an
don't eat
enemy
it.
of the people.
And perhaps a powerful warrior in type, such as yourself and your band here, might be able to assist us. Quid pro quo. Of course, we are meager financial means, little to offer except our help. Now, you would come
I
to Tower of
see.
Chaos with us and show us how much more powerful and brave you were over the Usama soldiers, the 4 dozen or so that you mentioned.
Of course. Let me stop you. If
You just wanted to be our front line that gets mowed down.
you're wondering,
subtext.
of course we would pay for such a contract. I would say 400 gold would be quite a bit of compensation for such an endeavor.
Well,
You will be monetarily rewarded for such a thing. Don't worry, please. We can take care of this, and we work much better alone.
oh, Casanova, I'm sure you do work better alone, you see, but we can't let this contract out of our sights, you see. But, that being said, I'm sure our help ain't worth nothing either. You help us secure ours, we help you secure yours.
Again, like I said, we work better alone. And
That's
he
cool.
looks back, and you notice the carts have been prepared, and they're starting to move a little bit towards your guys' direction.
Well, Casanova, you have a great afternoon. Unfortunately, we couldn't come to an agreement.
Yeah, we won our contract in the tournament, so we'll see you later, bud.
I see.
Maybe we'll see you back in Tyrolin when we're just filthy rich from the plunder at the Tower of Chaos.
Well, good luck then.
Hopefully no accidents befall you.
Before you go, can I ask who assigned you the contracts?
Who assigned us? The assignment taskers assigned us the contracts like any mercenaries might.
I'm sorry, what?
The assignment taskers,
right?
You may not know them, but they hand out contracts, jobs to people like us, and
can I insight check that?
Yeah.
Take them. Yeah.
I would like to too if I can get another one.
We'll keep your one going for a little bit.
Dang.
You do
14.
You're 14. With what he's saying, this is all true.
Okay.
That's that is the assignment taskers are who gives out contracts and they give them out to the people that need them.
Being oddly obscure.
Yeah.
Well, all contract was given us by Lady Merlin, so I feel like we're pretty well equipped to be handling this.
If you say so, Wolf Balls.
I don't like the way you said that.
And
I think they're insulting us.
Yeah.
He walks over to one of the two carts, and they begin heading north.
Well, I look to our party and I say, well, we might be the wolf balls, but they just a big old wolf ass, if you know what I mean. that guy was a dick. Anyway.
I enjoyed that.
Hopefully we never cross paths with him again. He does not become some sort of recurring character whom we have to verbally spar with before whooping his ass in an embarrassing fashion.
Agreed.
As you guys are kind of dissecting what just happened, and you see them heading off to the north, you do notice where the carts were. There's still some stuff that they had left. Looks like they didn't load up a couple of broken boxes.
It's a bomb.
There's a wheel there, and then
a wheel.
Giving it a closer inspection, you see 2 or 3 large clumps of fabric.
Definitely bodies, right?
You get closer and you notice that there's definitely 3 bodies just in the sand.
But now, I'm no investigator, but if I had to put my guess on this for my venturing party here, those people just played us for fools, and they murdered these folks and took the contracts, like a band of common brigands.
Yeah, can I investigate the bodies and see if I can tell, like, who they might have been, or if they have any kind of identification on them, or and then like how they died?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
I assist.
Give me an investigation with advantage.
With my sharp investigative eye.
Oh yeah.
12.
Okay.
God damn.
We're just rocking it today. Damn.
Yeah, you take a look at the bodies. You go over. You're looking for specific things. You're pretty familiar with people of Usama and how they might identify themselves. Looks like these are hired soldiers, similar to what your kind of standing in society would be. Used to be soldiers, and now they take on mercenary work. Looking over them, they have no gold on them. They have simple weapons. It looks like they were killed with bolts, and one of them has like a slash in their gut. Bolts, like crossbow bolts.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Likely ambushed.
And you see the blood is, it's pretty wet still. This happened recently.
Yeah, I think they killed them and took the contracts.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that those people were not with Usama. That
they were bad.
They were bad, and they took the Usama people's stuff.
Okay, well.
Do you want... I look to Wolf. Wolf, Do you want to exact vengeance, or should we carry on?
Well, I believe, as my own personal philosophy, that vengeance comes in time with patience and keeping your nose on the righteous path at hand. I think we should carry on towards the tower. If we cross paths with them and we have to cut them down, well, then so be it.
That sounds good.
They do know that we're going to the Tower of Chaos now, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw them again.
Yeah, and we should probably watch our back because they may
do we have any
trail
magics
us.
at our disposal to where we travel and leave less, tracks and like hide at night and like then murder them when they try and ambush us and stuff like that?
Yeah, I got you covered. I've been doing it the whole time.
Thank you, Rafarian. One other thought on hunting them down and extracting vengeance. I don't know, like perhaps we do that and then we tell the Lord and Lady of Tirlin that we out there killing brigands.
Why are we extracting vengeance on something that has nothing to do with us?
Oh, no. See, we do it and then we leverage it with the Lord and the Lady, the royalty.
There was clearly murders here, and
which are against the law.
I mean, yeah, but we're not the law. We're not police officers or whatever, so who gives a shit?
I am a landed, noble of Tyrannin, and
are you though?
We have been given certain responsibilities by going into the wastes.
Yeah, we're supposed to get the stuff. We're not here to police the land.
Well,
man, maybe we take on the extra
they're
duties.
Still right and wrong.
It is my knowledge that they will most certainly ambush us later.
Yeah, but Mr. Ball, like you also like are holding aura over somebody who paid you money for it, and your exact words were like, "I don't care that he paid me money for it. It's my aura, so I'll do what I want with it." So it's like, morally, where are we at? Who cares? Like, if they're not,
it's not about morals. Who's talking about morals, Rafarian? We ain't taking a moral lesson from a 12-year-old here. We're talking about leverages over the Lord and Lady.
Well, I mean, like, if we have to kick their ass, then we'll kick their ass. Of course, we're the wolf balls. But, like...
Well, I'm just saying, while they're going over yonder hill, perhaps we chase them and then we strike first.
So you want to ambush somebody that hasn't done anything to us? That seems to be your MO. Like, let's fuck with people that haven't done anything to us yet.
What about my MO? Idea?
My MO is they killed 3 people here.
So?
What about my idea?
Now, I am inclined to kill them when they try to kill us.
Sure.
However, we are in a lawless land. We can kill them.
But I was also making a point.
What's up, Mr. Wolf?
Okay, good. Thank you. I thought I was invisible, even though I'm so much bigger than you. All right. What I was saying was simply we carry on our way. However, knowing that they are prone to ambush people with contracts, they now know we have a contract. So now we know they are going to ambush us. This prior knowledge, like in all art of war, is crucial to getting the jump on your enemy. We know they are going to ambush us, obviously. So we simply set up a strategy for our future travels that ensures we do not fall victim as these poor souls here.
Sure.
Yeah, but are they going to mess with a nearly naked Goliath barbarian? I mean,
you are in like a cool schoolgirl outfit.
This is not a schoolgirl outfit.
I don't know. It was a joke from a couple episodes that like he was dressed like Sailor Moon, basically. Like...
I'm suddenly picturing it, and it's perfect.
I mean, he does have a loincloth on.
Yeah. This is not a schoolgirl outfit. Okay,
in my
the
mind,
outfit of a warrior. Okay,
wherever Riff goes to school, the outfit is.
Yeah.
No one is going to school like this. You just.
Look,
they're long gone now. So
right.
Oh yeah.
And were they going the same way that we were going, or
they're heading north? Yeah.
Cool. So we're good. We're going opposite directions.
No, that's fine. I was just thinking like we could do this and then perhaps trade it in for favors later when we get back.
I mean, I'm not against that if it comes up, naturally, but like I don't want to chase after them. Especially if they're going the opposite way.
The dead people, are they wearing very specific clothes that's distinct from what we're wearing?
It's different clothing than what you guys are wearing. Yeah.
Could I perhaps take one of their like cloaks if they have one and just drape it over me?
Yeah.
Kind of maybe make myself look like your average kind of contract guy. And so that way I don't stand out as much and some of us don't stand out as much. So then if they see us again, they'll just think that, oh, look, another like contract crew. It's easy pickings.
Yeah, no, it's easy enough to grab some of the larger cloaks that they have on, that are kind of this like light blue with a little white edging to it.
Should I cover up my fancy clothes then?
Yes. Well, actually, your fancy clothes might fetch a nice target. Yes.
Good
Perhaps they fill you with bolts, and then we'll know their position.
That's a good point. Yes, you could just make sure I don't spin around when I get shot by these bolts, because then you follow the line, you'll know where they're from.
Yes, we can draw the line from the bolts to where they are. Right. So if you do get shot, be sure to kind of hold ground.
Well, same goes for you though, Mr. Wolf. You're a bigger target than I.
Right. The bolts will bounce off me. It will be almost impossible to figure out where they came from.
Well,
they shoot you, they will fill you up, and we'll know exactly where they are.
Because you were small and weak.
Yes.
Strummer says they give me some new feathers.
So what are you guys doing?
We're just going to continue to the Tower of Chaos. Whoever wants
and I'll
to
of course
himself.
cast Pass Without a Trace, so like we kind of disappear from their shit.
Yeah.
Like if
and
they're
so, and how many times a day can you do it? Because I know we've been doing it just sporadically. If you're wanting to specifically do it now, we'll kind of count up the spell slots that you use.
Well, let me look at my character sheet, but it's I haven't. It's a level something spell of a thing. Let's see here. Level 1 spell. I can do it twice a day.
Twice a day? Okay. So yeah, you did it kind of as you were approaching here, and you're going to do it again just to maintain it so that if they were trying to track you, you're trying to be hidden. The next is an hour on there?
Yeah.
An hour. So yeah, for the next hour, you're going to keep your tracks hidden. You're going to keep yourself
we basically disappear. They can't see us or anything like that. So
yeah, you guys start making your way, and for the next hour, actually for the next hour, let's have everyone roll a stealth check.
Ooh.
Well, and also perhaps I ask.
Also, everyone has a +10 to their stealth checks now.
Yeah.
Oh, hizzle to the yizzle.
Nice.
Oh, God, I rolled so bad.
I got a 29.
29.
I forgot I have a good dex mod though.
I got a 27.
27.
I guess I rolled an 18 with that. That's not that bad.
18.
So
Okay.
27.
Yeah.
Thanks,
27.
Ben.
18. Okay.
And that's with disadvantage, so,
Also, we use
Nice.
my clothes as bait, right? But maybe instead of me wearing them, we put them on like a scarecrow and like march them out front or something.
Or do you have a square quo?
You got a squelquo over there?
I don't know,
You
like
got a
maybe,
square quo, Andy?
maybe we can make one though or something, you know? Like just mount them, put them up on like the horsey up front or something, you know?
I could work on that.
I'm sorry, did you just say
think it's a good
horsey?
You refer horses as horsey.
Well,
Before we go any further, we have to establish.
Yeah. Just then we're ambushed.
Zephyrus is like, oh no, my horsies.
this motherfucker calls him horsey. Get him! This is an affront to the furry community.
I could definitely build something like that, though.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, I like wearing these
Oh,
fancy
good idea.
clothes. All right, cool.
Try,
Thank
try,
you, Mr.
try
Ball.
and, yeah, we'll try and, distract them a little.
Also, for
Wait,
like the
what's
next
going on?
hour, no one's going to be able to see us. Riff actually tells that to the group. I was like, I cast a spell so like no one can find us for like an hour, basically.
I think maybe we'll do it like after we get to camp or whatever. I'll change.
And I got 14.
14. Okay. So yeah, you and Crag were the lowest.
Thanks.
Gallendale for a while, you guys just can't see. They got a like 37 stealth check.
Holy mother of Lord.
Yeah.
Of Lord Court.
So you guys head out for the hour, still maintaining a straight kind of shot towards the tower you see in the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eye on the prize, baby.
So you guys head out. You keep an eye for things. Nothing following you, it seems. And you get to a point kind of towards the end of the day where the tower is, you're kind of starting to hit the hills that lead down into where this tower is. You kind of left the more sandy desert area. The hills have got some small, dead kind of trees that come out and have like a million small little branches off of it. Dried leaves kind of stick to them. And some tumbleweeds and stuff kind of fall into the hills a bit. Do you guys want to make camp now, or do you want to keep going? It's starting to get dusk.
I think we should make camp and see if they ambush us.
Agreed.
Okay.
So we're gonna set a trap. I like the sound of this.
Yeah, with my fancy old clothes over there. Vampire
Go ahead
lord
and
clothes.
start gathering some of these small sticks and whatnot. And I like the scarecrow idea. We'll build a couple of places out there.
I think you would like this ball.
I would like to stick one of my javelins into the ground and drape my cloak over it.
Easy enough.
So, like, from the outside purview, it from a distance, it might look like someone. And then I would like to go out into the darkness of the night, away from the camp, and just, like, lie in wait.
Riff will also cast within a 20-foot area around the camp alarm.
Okay.
So, like, you know, if anybody that
anyone gets
isn't part of
close
our
within-
part of our group gets close or whatever, we'll at least have, like, Riff will at least be able to hopefully kind of be like, they're right on top of us, but, you know, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. If anything kind of comes in that's not you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go ahead and like weave nice baskets for heads and stuff, and really make it look good. Like these scarecrows.
Dig it.
Okay. And you're using
The sticks from the
All the tumbleweeds in the area.
Okay, give me a survival check to see if you can gather much. It might take a bit. There's not a lot living out here.
That's going to be 13.
13? You gather enough to make probably one really good looking one, or probably two okay ones.
The really good one.
Okay. This one's got a nose and like eyes. One of the hands has fingers, the other is just kind of off. You spend like 30 minutes putting this thing together. What tools you have.
And then
And
we
you
put my
putting
clothes
that-
on it?
Out near the one that's got kind of the javelin on there.
Yeah. And it's wearing
Okay.
fancy vampire lord clothes.
Yeah,
Black
it's like
leathers,
standing
whatever.
watch.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Keeping watch.
And like wherever they place that they place their dummy, that's where I'll kind of like put the perimeter of my alarm spell or whatever.
Yeah, how far away from kind of the camp are you putting these things up?
Pretty close. Kind of the distance a normal person would be if they were just keeping watch on the camp and stuff. So
Okay. So yeah, you can kind of
Not very
Just
far.
out of the perimeter of firelight.
perfect.
I will obviously talk with Ball and Zephyrus and kind of tell them that I'm able to cast this. So like hopefully we kind of work it out as a team.
noise.
As things are settling down and everybody's done with craft time, I would offer up the head that I'm carrying for the top of the scarecrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you
the
can
head-
put it on the javelin there.
Yeah, the head of the Usma soldier that
Yeah.
we
Pretty
took.
You
macabre.
guys are so
Yeah.
weird. I don't.
He just
I
wants to
don't
make
So-
get you.
So
Put
I'm
it on top of my javelin.
Yeah.
so
And then I'll
if you-
drape my cloak over it.
yeah. So I would say if you guys are okay with it, I still have this head and I pull out of my sack.
And he's just like,
Yeah, this.
Everyone's immediately like, ugh. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Do we keep this guy around?
God, you're so weird.
And I would put it up, but after I get it all situated, after everybody's kind of chilling out, I would go ahead and start casting the ritual for Speak with Dead.
Okay. So you guys are settling in for the day. You've got your little dummy set up. You've got your alarm spells set. Gallendale keeps watch kind of on top of the cart. Crag he's the one kind of setting up the camp. He's got he goes off and grabs enough wood for the night to make a fire. But he makes it a small fire as you guys are kind of on edge. Just enough to get you to kind of sleep in and then have embers after that. You sit with the head on the scarecrow and cast Speak with Dead.
Yeah.
And
can we all listen?
And I would say anybody who's awake is absolutely welcome to participate with me if they have specific questions or anything. Basically, I'm going to commune, and I can relay whatever you guys want me to relay, vice versa. I'm
kind of just morbid curiosity has Arthur watching while puffing on his dragon smoke pipe.
Yeah. Anyone that's standing around, you all see the final incantation and mark put on the skull by Scory, and nothing happens for a second, and then it kind of blinks and moves its eyes, and its jaw just kind of just flies back up because it was kind of slacked a bit, and it opens its eyes and is just, hello. And kind of the bit of magic even animates the scarecrow a bit.
Cool.
So you see it just kind of moving in the wind, just kind of curious as to what's going on, but looks specifically to you, Scory, as the one who's cast this.
I turn to who is with me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I guess just me and Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Riff went to bed.
Okay.
After she did her alarm spell, she's like, and done.
Oh, and I don't have extra clothes, so like I'm just like hanging out in my short clothes.
Okay.
Your 1920 swimsuit.
I turn to you guys and say, now, just so you know, this could be a little unsettling, but it's totally normal. This is, normal for me. This is how it goes. I have about 5 questions, so we need to make this. We need to be judicious about this, okay?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah. Crap, that was 2 questions.
Is he rich like me?
Yeah. Crap, that was 3.
You guys quit saying shit.
Yeah.
Well, in my mind, it would be important to know who he was and why he was out here, and then what happened to him.
Yeah.
Those are.
And if he has any secrets he likes to share.
Yeah.
Hello,
sir. I wish to honor you. Can you give us your name and rank and where you come from? Is that just 1 question or is that 3?
That sounds very much like 3 questions.
Okay. Your name.
I was Garth.
Excellent.
You were Garth. I shall refer to you as Garth then. Garth. What brought you out to the wastes?
Orders had us out, cleaning up the battlefields of Warforged. We'd gotten through about 4 groups.
Amazing. 4 groups. That's what was it about this last group that made you to come to this state?
We were getting lazy. They all went down so easy. One of the younger guys thought he could take him by himself, but they got weird. Like a hyena.
We saw that too. Arthur, Ball, I don't want to waste these last 2 questions. What do you think?
Well, the right thing to do would be to find out who should know that he's like this now.
Oh, wow. Mr. Ball, that is a rather profound question. Also, ask him if he has any secrets that perhaps he wants to pass on. I don't know, buried gold, secrets about the waste, long lost lover, something that I don't know what. You asked me.
All right. No.
You head at it.
Yeah.
A long
You're right.
lost
I should have
lover.
known.
I gave my clothes to a scarecrow. You think I'm full of?
I know
Come on now.
Garth is wearing them right now. Have a little respect.
No,
Kinda
it's on
looks
the
down.
scarecrow. A different scarecrow. This is a javelin with a head on it.
Oh.
My clothes are on a scarecrow made out of sagebrush and love.
And tenderness.
Yeah. Garth, I know our time is short with you, so I don't want to disrespect you. Is there any sort of tip that you can provide so we can avenge your death with the Warforged?
Get my head off this javelin.
Fucking hurts.
For instance, how those Warforged were able to come by the hyena spirit, which we also battled.
The way he's going over there.
Sorry, if you could
Mr. Ball.
rephrase that question or re-ask that question.
He's a
I
simple head on a
I
spike.
didn't follow it completely.
Also, what a milking question too.
Yeah. You only get 5. You got to make it count.
Yeah, there's a lot of ellipses in that fucking question.
How should we encounter should we encounter Warforged again? How can we ensure that we don't meet your fate?
God, that's a waste of a question.
Wait, wait,
Caleb's response to that.
wait.
Wait, there's a second part to one.
That'll be a second question.
No,
You asked
there's
a question.
that is
There's
the
a-
question. That
It's
is the
one
question.
A. It's 1A.
Yeah. Garth kind of looks over at you and looks you over, and he's just, I'd use a long, heavy crossbow from far away. Blast them before they can get to you. Don't underestimate them. There's more going on than we thought.
And
Now, just make sure he knows. Ask him who he ought to tell about his
Yeah,
untimely
yeah.
demise.
I got it.
mean,
I got it.
Wasted my question like a son of a bitch, but
you wanted to know where buried gold was.
I said, tell us your secrets. Now, just do the
Specifically, you mentioned buried gold.
I gave you an example.
Where your
so you-
buried gold is.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I come from people buried at gold.
I'm sorry, where I come from, everyone's burying gold left and right.
Yeah, out here in the waste, you ain't gonna be carrying freaking boxes of silver and gold. You're gonna bury them and come back for them.
You're right. That's
Don't ask
Sensible.
him that now.
That's a solid question. You're right.
my
Don't
bad.
ask him that now. Do the
So my friend wants to know.
ask him.
No.
We ought to tell about
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
family death.
So
Son of a bitch.
I thank you for your service to Usama, and I thank you for taking the time to speak with me. And I want to let you rest in peace. In order to do that, who should I tell that you have passed so that we can honor your memory?
Colin, where's your buried gold?
Do they know where it is?
Yeah, we're gonna get a name and we're gonna ask them.
Thank you.
There's a family account.
I've got a brother, Brooks.
Garth
And,
Brooks.
Maybe it would take longer to catch on.
Yeah, I love
It's a
it,
good
dude.
name. It's a good brother name, Brooks. I've got a brother, Brooks, in Timber Edge. He should know what happened.
Oh, fuck.
He runs a couple of businesses out there.
Is
And then-
Timber Ridge the place that they had a lot of conflict over?
Oh, shit.
There was a lot of conflict between Usama and the mages. The mages wanted to keep control on it, but Timber Ridge wanted to trade with Usama.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Cool.
Yeah. But then you see the kind of magic that has been animating the scarecrow kind of falls, and the head just kind of slips and tilts down a bit and just kind of rests there for a bit. Garth's last words.
Mr. Selbrun, just so we're clear, I wasn't being insensitive. It's just where I come from. People have secrets that they like to impart on their death, so that secrets don't go to the grave, right? Remember when I was dead? I would have told you all my secrets.
I'm living. You don't have to apologize to me, the poor guy that just died again.
Yeah, you asked him how to survive against Warforged, which we already did.
I asked.
You're like, hey, how would you do what we already did? You're dead.
I basically was asking him for what mistakes did he make that we could avoid.
Well, I'll tell you mistake number one.
We didn't
Not
bury
burying his
treasure.
gold.
Yeah.
God damn it, Thrakus. It's just me and Mr. You son of a bitch, Mr. Wolf. Lay your head back down on that pillow.
He said that in his sleep.
You shush now, Mr. Wolf.
I'm laying down.
damn,
My eyes
Mr. Wolf,
closed.
you're asleep.
Just from the
Hang down
other
my
side
eyes
of the
closed.
fire, Mr. Wolf laid
Is
down.
it not
Where's this fucking treasure?
Well, Scory, I wanna say thank you for letting me be a part of that. It was enlightening, a little weird, but it was interesting. I appreciate you and your gifts.
I'm glad that you could see it and respect it for what it is, unlike our friend
what?
Arthur, who sees it as a gold grab.
Okay. For God's sake, if you were understanding the context, you would have understood what I was saying. I'm sorry I explained my question to you. I thought you were smarter than that. But whatever.
Oh my
it's
God.
Fine. It's fine.
Okay.
When you die, we're going to resurrect your corpse and get all your secrets.
While he's still talking, I walk and go to my bedroll and start to lay down.
Lay down for that. Okay.
Lay your ass down.
He's still talking. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's just talking
to a
shit as you
scarecrow
walk
with a dead
away.
head.
No, I'm talking to you because you put the dead head back in your thing to show some respect.
All right.
Mr. Tailbroom.
All right, we all go to our respective beds and lie in wait.
You all head to bed. Are you setting up some kind of watch during the night to keep an eye on anything? Yandel and Crag will get half of it, so it's kind of 4 hours that you guys would need to make up.
Yeah, I'll take the other 4 hours, and I'm gonna go away from the camp and keep watch.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check and a perception check.
Okay.
Mr. Tail Moot. I'll work on
So
And my alarm spell lasts for 8 hours, so the whole time that we go to sleep.
Yeah.
my stealth was a natural 1, so a 3.
Nice.
But my perception was a 23.
Okay. So yeah, you find a spot out, and you kind of get on top of like a couple of boulders, just so you can get a good eye line.
Whoa! Stop right there. Boulders.
Whoa. Yeah. There's lots of boulders everywhere.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
None of them are floating. Don't worry.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
You get on top of the boulders to give yourself a good eye line, but you can be seen from any direction because of this. But it means you can see quite well. During your watch, you notice clouds go by. You notice the wind whip up. 23.
Oh, man.
You notice a lizard approach the camp. Just a little, 1 foot long red lizard.
Okay. I
And it
take
gets-
note of that.
It gets kind of close to the camp and just kind of sits there, and it actually triggers your alarm, Riff.
Oh.
You kind of wake up and you look around, and it's right next to you. You see kind of a red lizard just walk just this side of the thing, and it's kind of getting close to the fire for warmth.
All right. Riff's going to take notice of it and then just kind of watch it for a little bit. Just because, I mean, it did trigger the alarm. But then again, she's also like, that's a lizard.
And a creature that enters into it would trigger it.
Yeah. So she's going to sort of like take notice of it, and because I mean the spell goes off in her head essentially, and it wakes her up, and then she's going to be just kind of like staring at it, looking at it.
Stares at you, licks its lips, goes, blip.
And it's just like warming its belly by the fire essentially.
Yeah, it just gets next to the fire and it's just trying to keep warm.
I mean, she doesn't know probably anything about lizards, but she'll reach into her bag and like kind of like break off a piece of that bread and like throw it at the lizard like in front of it.
It kind of like jumps back really quick as something gets thrown at it, and then looks at it and kind of approaches.
And she's gonna be like, "Yeah, come on," eat. And she like, pointing to it like, "Eat it," type of thing.
Kind of licks it, and then just goes to the fire again. You don't know much about lizards, but
yeah,
they apparently aren't interested in bread. Probably bugs.
Yeah. Well, she she like basically when she sleeps, she puts her backpack like on her front, so it like attaches to her that way, and she can kind of like hug it or whatever. But yeah, so she kind of like lays on her side and is holding her bag and just kind of watches the lizard by the fire before she's gonna end up dozing off.
That's really quite endearing. Like, that's really cute.
Oh, yeah.
And you see just the lizard just kind of watches you the whole night. Just interested in the
8 eyeballs on my backpack look back at the lizard.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Crag and then Gallendale relieve you of your watch, Wolf, and they take theirs. And in the morning, they say they didn't see anything. The night went well.
Where's the lizard?
Just kind of by the fire still. It's still kind of early morning. It's still kind of cold out. The nights get pretty darn cold. The days, heat up. So, you all dress kind of accordingly as best you can.
Yeah, I'll put my my long cloak or whatever sort of like back in, and now I'm just sort of dressed like my normal monk with my bird hood on, and I'll just sort of eat some breakfast and or my bread that I have, and as the sun comes up,
go ahead and prepare my jug with wine and give it to Zephyrus because I know he likes that.
Arthur, now
the morning
it's
wake
Arthur.
up.
Arthur, whatever, it's hard.
Given our recent encounter, as I'm doing my morning ritual, I would also wear my mask and just kind of scan the horizon to see if there's any sort of illusion or something like that, maybe preventing us from seeing our murderers.
Yeah. Out to about 30 feet, you don't see any odd magic, illusion, or necromancy.
Okay. And I would... the morning ritual is based on Arthur. Just because he was kind of stuck in my mind. I didn't realize how greedy he was.
Not greedy.
And so it bothered me.
Read that whole situation.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. Anyway, you got a favorable reading as well.
Of course I did, because I'm not greedy.
Okay, I give it to Ball.
No, it's too late.
I'll take it.
It's all mine.
Too late. Give it to me.
No takebacks.
Yeah. It is a harvest and fertile season.
Not greedy.
And it's a rune of beneficial outcomes. So you now have a luck point for the day.
All right. You guys prepare the wagon. You get on top and you start heading towards the tower. It's a little slower going because of these hills that you have to traverse. You have to kind of go back and forth to get the right footing on it. Crag is going to go ahead and make a survival check to try and find their way there.
Guidance.
They get a 17 with the guidance.
Wow.
So not bad. And so you're making your way kind of through these hills. It looks like the tower's probably like 2 hours away.
Nice.
And as you kind of get to that 1 hour mark, the tower seems like it's still that far away, but now you're kind of like on a different side. And then you travel a different direction, and after about 4 hours, Crag is frustrated. He knows he's going the right way, but something is causing like these hills. Whenever you pass by them, it just shows up. This tower shows up in a new place.
Does looking through my mask tell me anything?
Y'all remember
You don't notice any illusion.
No illusion.
Yeah, no.
Y'all remember perhaps we had
Not
to
within 30
approach.
feet.
We had to approach the Tower of Chaos from a specific direction.
Yeah.
We had to like head east and go north, and then
Down,
go
up,
east.
left, right.
Yeah, it was like a Konami code or something so rather. I'm certain it's in my notes. Perhaps I'll find it between episodes here.
If somebody else wants to take the reins and give me a survival check to see if they can.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Uh, 16.
Oh yeah.
16?
Yeah.
After about an hour, you end up in the same kind of position Crag has. You know you're going the right direction. You see where it is, you make the path, you follow it, and you end up somewhere you shouldn't.
Can I take the reins and take a crack at it?
Give me a crack.
I can tell you too what the directions are.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, tell me what the directions are.
I didn't
So,
write it down. So
I suddenly remembered. Arthur remembers that they told us back at the base. I don't remember if it was Commander Urgid or whatever, but that we should come at it from the west, then the east, then the north, essentially, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So you pass that information along to Wolf. And Wolf,
Okay.
you're using that. Go ahead and give me a survival check with disadvantage.
give him guidance. Actually, now that we're like kind of in a confused state and stuff, I'll go ahead and cast Enhance Ability.
What does that mean?
You get advantage for the check, so it's just going to be a straight roll instead.
Okay. So yeah, it'll be a straight
Plus
roll.
guidance.
Someone else wants to do guidance, they can.
I will. Yeah.
Okay. So now I get advantage?
No, a
regular.
D4, an extra D4 on top of it.
Oh,
And a
okay.
straight roll.
Regular roll
Okay.
D4.
Okay, let me see.
I also get it. So
19.
19. Very good. You follow the directions that
Are still
was
lost.
Commander Urgot kind of gave out, and remembering back on it, they weren't quite sure what the directions were. They had just heard it from the scouts.
Damn it.
And kind of taking that into account, to the magics that are helping you and guide you, you know the right path. You know that if you take this little valley and if you hook around, you will be there. And you guys make that path and you get up to the top of the hill and the tower's behind you now. And it kind of hits you guys that definitely something weird is going on.
Confusing at all.
Enough of you have done this that you know the right path apparently is not the right path and takes you away from the tower.
Tower does not want to be found.
So now we gotta go back and take the wrong path.
We could try coming at it from the exact opposite way.
Come at it from the east and the west and the south.
Perhaps.
Do you guys think it matters which direction we are facing? Not necessarily orientation to the tower.
Perhaps we just walk at it with our backs turned.
Yeah, Arthur, give me a survival check.
And
since
you have, remember, you have a luck point.
And since you're trying to do this backwards, go ahead and do it at disadvantage.
Can I use my luck and just make it regular? Or?
You can if you want to.
Well,
but it seems like you're trying to go the wrong direction.
Fuck it, all right. I'll just roll
Yeah,
it.
that's
I'll
what I was
just roll
thinking.
it.
What if we just go away from it?
Yeah.
That's behind us.
I won't spend. I'll just roll. A 9.
A 9. You kind of take the reins over and you're like, no, we're gonna go this way. It's definitely if that was the right way, and we backtrack here, and Crag is upset because he knows it's not going to take you there. The land does not make sense that way, and he's kind of like telling the horses not to go, and you kind of convince him otherwise. And as you guys finish your argument, 15 minutes later, you are sitting on the plateau that has this tower on it. And it stretches up probably 100 feet up. It's like 80, 100 feet across with this massive door on the front. And it is the Tower of Chaos.
So did we have to roll bad?
You had to roll under a 10.
You
to
see,
get
Mr.
here.
Crag, when it comes to navigating the beautified regular landscape.
No, this doesn't make sense. These hills, that hill wasn't there. We've been on that hill 3 times.
That's 100% true. When it comes to navigating the bullshit magical landscape, I'm your man. You see, just don't worry about it, all right?
I don't like magic.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. Trust me. I
It's
understand.
bullshit.
I agree. It is bullshit.
I love how
understand
Arthur agrees.
And Crag starts kind of getting the carriage and tying it up to this large boulder that is stationary on the ground, and just kind of setting the carriage up over there and makes a little camp kind of hidden away from everything. But that is where we're going to leave it for today's episode as we enter into the Tower of Chaos next episode. With me tonight, I have had
Dash is Thrakus.
Bentley Michaels is Refurian Night Meadow.
Red is Arthur Magnus.
Caleb is Scory Telbrun.
And Milo is bold.
thank you guys for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.